Welcome back. For the last couple of weeks, we've been waiting for the other shoe to drop, and apparently it has. It's Tuesday, April 15th, tax day, and appropriately enough, we've gotten some more bad news in Washington County. Here now at Blue Lake on Highway 77, just south of I-10 in Chipley. And as you can see behind me, the waters have officially covered the entire boat ramp, are encroaching on the parking lot, and we don't think it's probably going to be very long if this rainfall keeps up the way it is, that Highway 77 will be in danger of being closed, similar to the way it was last year. If you're a regular viewer, you know that over the last couple of weeks we've been keeping our eye on the lake. It has consistently been all the way up to the boardwalk areas and to the kids' playground areas, and been sort of sitting there steady. And as we pointed out, we were just waiting for this rainfall, and obviously we had some last night with those severe thunderstorms that came through, dumping a lot of water right here in the local area. More importantly, dumping it to the north of us. When I came through Wausau earlier this morning, we saw that parts of 77 just north of Wausau probably in danger of being closed very quickly. The outfall areas on either side of 77 to the east and to the west completely full of water. Those waters flowing very swiftly as they empty down from the higher ground, and in some cases completely covering Highway 77. I just spoke to one of the public service officers from the Washington County Sheriff's Office. He informed me that the Department of Transportation was already down there, which we saw coming through, but at this point they were not stopping traffic. We're going to take a run down to Wausau here in just a minute and take a fresh look at that. According to the public service officer, many roads in Washington County on the verge right now of being covered with water. We'll try to keep you up to date as much as we're able on road closings and on any dangerous situations. If you typically don't travel to those outlying areas, we would suggest that you don't. If you don't have to drive today, we would suggest that you don't. As Tommy Barfield, Secretary of the Department of Transportation here in Chipley, told us last year, when we're full, we're full. And right now all of the stormwater areas are full, and it's not going to take much more rain, and it's just starting up again right now as we speak, to make those areas overflow into the public access areas, such as parks behind us, as well as the state highway and secondary roads. If you live on a dirt road, if you live adjacent to bridges or areas that are low-lying, again, we suggest that you don't go outside today if you don't have to. Certainly stay off of the secondary roads if you're able to, and I think you'll find that it's going to be wise precaution, because as the day goes on, we're probably going to see more and more of these roads closed. Looking behind us right now at Blue Lake, you can see that the water up all the way to the gazebo and to the back of the Blue Lake Community Building. Obviously that building having been closed since last year due to the water intrusion. The biggest problem that we get when we have this kind of water out here is that the neighboring septic tanks and what we call the flotsam and the jetsam that come off of Highway 77 are all flushed into the water. If you recall, last year the Florida Department of Health issued warnings not to engage in water sports in this body of water, and certainly not to consume any of the fish that came out of it. If you recall also, it wasn't but a day or two after the road was open that we had people fishing in here, and we can only presume consuming those fish. We'll let you decide, but probably not a very prudent thing to do. Now, the Emergency Operations Center of Washington County has issued severe thunderstorm warnings with the possibility of road closings and flash floods. So be sure to stay tuned to your local news, weather. You can go to the website of the Washington County Emergency Operations, find out all of their most recent postings as far as warnings and advisories. You can follow us on Facebook at Real Florida Magazine, or you can find us online at realfloridamagazine.org. Stay up to date with everything going on. I dare say that you'll find a little bit more comprehensive and in-depth coverage from us than you will the typical media. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.